Hey everyone, I hope y'all are having a great day, and today I'll be reviewing Wonder by R.J. Palacio. Wonder is an incredibly popular middle grade novel about a 5th grader named Augie Pullman who has Treacher-Collins syndrome, which in addition to causing many other medical conditions also causes severe facial deformities. Consequently, his parents have chosen to homeschool him all his life, but now that he's progressing from elementary school to middle school, his parents are suggesting him to go to a school with other children. Now, this isn't a concern academically because Augie is actually a very, very intelligent kid, but in terms of social interaction, they're very scared of how the other children are going to treat him and how well he's going to adjust, so everyone's a little bit worried. Wonder follows Augie as he experiences his new life at this new school. You see him encounter all the different things that you find at school, including the bullies that make fun of him or the friends that he finds. And also we spend a lot of time with his family, so you see how him going to school and other things that happen in everyone's lives shape how their family dynamic turns out. Augie's our main character, so we spend a lot of time in his head, but we also read from other characters' perspectives, including Augie's older sister Via, Via's friends, and also Augie's new friends at his new school. If you've walked into any bookstore that sells English books, I'm sure you've seen Wonder. It's incredibly popular. It's been a huge success since its release in 2012, but I never felt the urge to read it until they were making a movie, and I saw the movie trailer because it was suggested on YouTube, and literally within like a minute I was crying. I saw the trailer and I was like, oh my god, I need to watch this movie, but more than that, I need to read this book. So I read it in like 2 days over Thanksgiving break, and then on the second day after finishing it, that's when I saw the film, and I dragged my dad and my sister to watch it with me, and I don't think either of them enjoyed it very much, but I was sobbing. I was in the theater sobbing. I instantly fell in love with Wonder. It was like a deep and intense, immediate love. I could not stop reading even though I wanted to because I really needed to study for my bio and orgo exams. I didn't. I ended up finishing the book and then trying to study, but like I could not put it down. I liked it so much in the beginning that I think as I continued reading it, I liked it less and less, but I still enjoyed every moment of the novel. The first time we switched POVs, I didn't know that this book was told in different perspectives, and so I was like kind of put off because I enjoyed Augie so much. But still, like I said, I loved every piece of it, and when I finished it, I immediately wanted it to be required reading at every school ever. Like, I wanted it to be our Commons reading for Vanderbilt, and Commons reading is the book that we send out to our first years before they come onto campus. Like, yes, this is a children's book, but I think everyone at any age can enjoy it, and so I recommend it to everyone. It's honestly so heartwarming and so effective. As for the movie adaptation, I thought it was just alright. The movie is good because the source material is good, but beyond that, I wasn't impressed. Like, I read some movie reviews for the Wonder film, and it seemed like everything that critics liked about the movie were just straight from the novel. It was because R.J. Palacio had such good content and such good form when she wrote the book, and I don't think it was much credit to the director, which is Stephen Chbosky, who directed The Perks of Being a Wallflower movie and obviously wrote that novel too. And I enjoyed neither the novel nor the movie. I just think stylistically, Stephen Chbosky and I we don't gel. If you enjoy the book, the movie's going to be fine, but if you're going to choose one of the two, obviously read the book. But yeah, the movie was just okay. I thought the cast was really great though. Great performances all around. Wonder is a middle grade novel, and it's written that way. It's written like it's targeted towards children, so it's chatty and it's silly. And I know that that might not work for everyone. I know a lot of people don't like to read middle grade because they don't like the writing style of it. Sometimes it does get a little much and you're really aware that you're reading a book that's meant for children. Like when Augie laughs at fart jokes or something, and you think to yourself, I would have thought that a novel this acclaimed would have risen above fart humor, but here we are. However, I'd argue that literally every other aspect of this novel is very mature, especially the characterization. R.J. Palacio writes such incredible and detailed characters, and she really writes them in a way that makes them interact in dynamic and nuanced fashions. There's such an authenticity to the way that you see characters act differently in different situations. So if they're around a certain audience, they'll say one thing, but around a different crowd, they'll say another thing, and that never feels false, it just feels very human. I think that's something incredible that R.J. Palacio does, is that she captures very well what it's like to be human. Every character is layered, well developed, and I know she's explored some side characters even more in other novellas. Overall, Wonder is deeply thoughtful and engaging and powerful, and I really loved it. Just loved it to pieces. I originally planned to go into a spoiler section for this book, but that was before I realized I'd be recording this review like more than 3 weeks after having read it. So I love this book so dearly. As you probably could tell by the fact that I've repeated that like at least 17 times in this video. Again, I think everyone should read it, and I think they would enjoy it no matter their age. If you've read Wonder, please let me know your thoughts on it. I would love to know. Do you think this book was inspirational or offensive or just okay? Also, if you watched the movie, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that too. But yeah, short review for a book that I really loved so much. But thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll have a fantastic day and happy reading. Bye!